Hey everyone, my name is Gage Clow, and I'm a student of biology and global health here at ASU, and I just want to take a few minutes of your day to talk a little bit about HIV transmission. So first things first, I kind of want to apologize because I am feeling a little ill, so I just want to say that if I seem a little under the weather or a little low energy, that might be why. So just bear with me. I want to get through this information with you so that you can be empowered, but I might just be a little behind the pace of normal. I also want to take a moment to thank you guys for clicking onto this video and taking a few minutes to learn about HIV transmission and how that can be used, how that information can be used to improve the sexual health of you and your loved ones. I really appreciate that personally, and I want to just say that it's really commendable that you guys are taking the lead on sexual health and being able to sort of become a more positive, healthier beacon of light in the world. So thank you so much for that. If at any point during the video you want to click off, I totally get it, that's fine. We are going to be talking about some sexual things, so I get some people would be most comfortable just clicking off the video, and I want that for you. So if you at any point want to take a break or even just click off the video in general, I'm not going to be offended. I just really appreciate your time in at least even just starting to click on this video. So thank you so much. So by the end of today's conversation, you guys are going to be able to know your 5, protect your 4, and not let HIV score. So I'm going to be explaining a little bit about what that means in a few. But first I want to say that HIV is an illness that has no cure. But there are great treatments available, and you can help protect, a person can help protect themselves by being wary and knowledgeable about the modes of transmission. So with HIV, there are 3 main modes of transmission that we refer to. There's mother-to-child transmission, there's blood-to-blood contact transmission, and there's sexual intercourse transmission. With these three modes of transmission, they are the only ways that HIV can be transmitted from person to person. Now we're going to be getting into a little bit more about what Know Your 5, Protect Your 4, and Don't Let HIV Score is. So in HIV and transmission specifically, we have this model for describing whether or not HIV is going to be able to infect in any situation based on the fluids and doors method. So fluid refers to any contaminated bodily fluid. That means any bodily fluid that contains the virus. So I'm going to be going through those, and then there are 4 doors also. So those are the places that HIV infection can get in to your body. So with the fluids, there are 5 of them. And this is where the Know Your 5, Protect Your 4, and Not Let HIV Score comes in. So the Know Your 5, the 5 are blood, semen, pre-ejaculate, vaginal secretions, and breast milk. So all of these bodily fluids do contain copies of the HIV virus, or the virus that is HIV, and so they are all contaminated fluids. They all contain copies of the virus that can infect another person. So that's the Know Your 5 part of what I wanted to get across today, which is Know Your 5, Protect Your 4, and Don't Let HIV Score. So the 4 doors, these are the places within your body that HIV has an ability to get through. There are 4 of them, so I'm just going to list them off real quick. There's the vagina, the tip of the penis, any open wound, or the anus. So with these 4 doors, these places are either thin enough or have an opening to the bloodstream that allow HIV to get in fairly easily. Now, one thing I want to quickly mention is that just as knowing what are important about the 4 doors and the 5 fluids is that there are a lot of things that might not be in that list that you may have previously considered. So like saliva is not an HIV contaminated fluid. Neither is urine or sweat. And with the doors, your mouth is not a door. unless it has an open wound in it, which would be one of the doors. And neither is, say, your ear or your nose. So just knowing what the 4 doors and the 5 fluids are allows you to also know what aren't those things. So you can help determine in any situation whether or not, if there's a fluid and a door, if HIV will be able to be transmitted. So just to reiterate, I really want you to to drive home the point that if you know your 5 and protect your 4, you won't let HIV score. So just to quickly go over what the fluids and doors method is, because I feel like I might have not explained it super clearly earlier. The fluids and doors method is just an easy way to figure out whether or not you're at risk for HIV infection in any situation. If you have an unprotected door, so either the vagina, the tip of the penis, the anus, or an open wound, exposed to a contaminated fluid of another person, so semen, blood, pre-ejaculate, vaginal secretions, or breast milk, this is when it becomes possible for HIV to be transmitted. But through this talk, I hope that you now feel comfortable in evaluating any situation for possible HIV transmission. So just one more time, know your 5 fluids, protect your 4 doors, and don't let HIV score. Thank you so much for listening to me, and have a great day.